Okay, good morning, Ambassador Masoodkhan. Welcome to China Radio International's online video talk show, Tea House. I'm Yang, the program host.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Me too. I know that you are one of the few foreign ambassadors to China who speaks fluent Chinese and has a deep understanding of Chinese culture. May I ask, what kind of Chinese tea is your favorite?
Oolong tea?
Really? Today, actually, I'm making oolong tea for you. But also, I like to make a special kind of Chinese tea for you. I'd rather to make it as Yang tea. I hope you like it.
I'm sure Yang tea would be as good as oolong tea.
Okay. This is called the wenxiangbei. You can smell the tea. Yeah.
Very good. Xiang.
You have just visited CRI headquarters. Have you ever been here before?
Yes, I've been here a couple of times.
How do you think of it?
I think it's a very good organization. I have long association with Radio Pakistan, Pakistan Broadcasting Corporation. So when I came here in 2008, I wanted to come here and visit the headquarters of CRI. And in Pakistan, people listen to CRI. You know, when I grew up, at that time, most of the people would listen to BBC or Voice of America, but now increasingly people are listening to CRI broadcasts in English, in Chinese, and in Urdu. So I visited CRI, and it was a very good visit. I also gave an interview in English to English service. And I always interact with the Urdu service. Your Urdu service focuses on Pakistan, and they go to the embassy, they participate in embassy functions, they also cover embassy functions. So whenever I visit CRI, it's a special occasion. Today is a special occasion.
Oh, yeah. I know that China Radio International and PBC, Pakistan Broadcasting Corporation, signed an agreement to broadcast CRI's program in Urdu and English on 5 FM stations of PBC at the end of last year. This January, PBC started airing CRI's programs. I want to know what kind of feedback has been received on these programs.
It was a very good decision. Last year in July, we signed this agreement, a memorandum of understanding between PBC and CRI. And as you said, in January, we've started broadcasts on FM channel in 5 cities, such as Kohat, Multan, Islamabad, Lahore, and Karachi. And the feedback is very good. People are liking these programs. We broadcast them every day, 1 hour for Urdu broadcasts, 1 hour for English broadcasts, and the feedback is good. One of the reasons is that the quality of these programs is very good, both in Urdu and English. Second reason is that Pakistan and China have a unique friendship. They are very, very close friends. They are all-weather and time-tested friends. And so broadcasts coming from China are well received by Pakistani audiences of all ages, all audiences in the cities and also audiences in the rural areas. So they have very good reception in Pakistan.
And what are the most popular programs there?
Well, I think that of course, people listen to the news and current affairs, but also there's sustained interest in music and cultural reporting and awareness about each other's cultures.
I know that CRI's first Confucius Institute was opened in Pakistan in 2009. How is it doing?
It is doing very well. I think that the number of people who want to join the Confucius Institute is increasing. Confucius Institute is important because it creates greater awareness about China, Chinese language, Chinese culture. In Pakistan, people are curious to know more about China because more and more young people from Pakistan, girls and boys, they are studying in Chinese universities and they pick up Chinese language here. But many others, particularly children or teenagers or even those people who are doing business in China, they want to learn the Chinese language, they want to know about Chinese culture. So there was a vacuum in the past, but by opening this institute, you're filling that gap.
How many people visit the Confucius Institute in Pakistan every day?
I don't have the exact data, but they're quite popular. There are two reasons. One is that there's interest in the Confucius Center. And the second is that, as I said, that the building, the premises, is inside a university of Modern Languages, National University of Modern Languages. So students and faculty, they also go and visit that institute.
In addition to these endeavors, in which other areas is China Radio International cooperating with Pakistani media?
I think that we've been exchanging delegations, and I think this is a special year, the year of friendship between Pakistan and China, because we have completed 60 years of our diplomatic relations. And this year, we hope that China Radio International will be sending a delegation to Pakistan, a representative delegation, and it would be received. And the program would be organized in a manner that they are given exposure to Pakistan's culture and civilization, and how young men and women are reacting to the events all over the world. So, and similarly, we would be sending a delegation here too, and they would try to get familiarization with the Chinese culture and civilization. So this is one way. But the CIBN, which was inaugurated some time ago, China Radio International is expanding. And we hope that we will be able to work with CRI as a partner, as CRI is becoming more international, as it is moving towards the West, or let's say towards Central Asia and towards Pakistan, West Asia and the Middle East. We would like to work as a partner, because Pakistan and Pakistani broadcasting institutions and CRI have long-standing relationship. I can tell you that right now, two professionals from Pakistan Broadcasting Corporation, are working here with CRI's Urdu service.
China and Pakistan are old friends. The good relations between the two nations have withstood the test of time over the past 60 years. What do you see as the key factors that determine the relations between the two countries?
I would say trust. The two countries trust each other. And second, I would say that both countries, their governments and their people, have been working for noble causes. What is the noble cause? They've been trying to promote peace and security in the region. They have been working for each other's benefit. And whenever one country was in difficulty, the other country would come to its rescue. Let me tell you that when Pakistan was in difficulty in 1965, 1971, China was there to help us. China has always been there to help us with our defense capacity, also with our economic needs. If there were disasters, Chinese people, Chinese rescuers, and Chinese doctors and nurses were there to help Pakistani brothers. Similarly, whenever China has been in difficulty, we've been there as true brothers to stand with China, to support China, to be their partners. When Sichuan was hit by an earthquake, I can describe the feelings of the people of Pakistan. They were really traumatized, and they felt as if their own countrymen had been hit, as if people of their own families had been hit. So there is this bond of oneness, of caring for each other, and above all, it's trust between the two nations, which has sustained this relationship for a very long time, and which explains the longevity and the resilience of this relationship.
I noticed that you visited Yu Jianhua, Assistant Minister of Commerce of China, last month. May I ask, what is the business cooperation between China and Pakistan this year or in the next few years?
We have frequent contacts with the leadership of Ministry of Commerce, MOFCOM as it is called, and our trade relations are good. I can tell you that in 2002, the volume of bilateral trade between our two countries was 1.8 billion, and last year it rose to 8.7 billion US dollars. Now this is a huge jump. In fact, in 2009, the bilateral trade between our two countries was 6.6 billion or 6.7 billion. So there was a jump of about 2 billion in 1 year. And last year, Pakistan exported more, China exported more. So it was a win-win situation for both of the countries, and we were able to reduce the trade gap between the two countries.
What commodity is on top of the list that Pakistan imports from China, and vice versa?
I think that from our side it is textiles that we are exporting, textile made-ups and cotton yarn, and from China it is capital goods, basically it's machinery that we import. Also now people are importing clothes, you name anything, and we are importing it from China. And there are some traders and businessmen here in China in different cities, they're in EU, in different cities of Zhejiang province, and they are sending commodities to Pakistan. Also nowadays the latest trend is to import electronic gadgets from China, mobile telephones.
It has been nearly 30 years since you first visited China in 1982. What are the most significant changes have taken place?
People have become very rich in 1982. Very few people had personal cars, but now today even young men and women in their 20s have their personal cars. So, and people are people look happier, people look much more dynamic, they want to get ahead in life. But I think China is China. China will always remain China. Although these changes have taken place, China has its own civilization, its own strength. And no matter how modern China becomes, it would always preserve its Chinese characteristics, the essential characteristics of Chinese civilization. So when I look back 30 years ago and I look at China today, I still can connect with the same China. The soul and the spirit of China has not changed. And people's devotion to their families has not changed. People's adherence to the family values hasn't changed. This is what distinguishes China from the rest of the modern societies in the world.
I know that you not only speak fluent Chinese, but also write good Chinese characters. Would you please write something for us?
Sure, I would.
This is water, this is ink.
I'll try.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, great.
This program, Tea House program, is a fantastic program. I wish you success. I enjoyed being here, and I'm sure that all the audiences enjoy watching it. I wish you all the success.